Hello, beautiful viewers. Thomas, author of the Cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Let's allow the unboxing process to commence. The packaging has been partially ravaged. It's going to be further ravaged. Alrighty. What item have I drawn forth? What item have I prompted? What item am I flaunting in front of the camera? This action figure is known by the moniker of General Zod. Is he a paradigm of resounding perfection? Is he the epitome of perfection? That is an enigma. Apparently he's part of the Superman Man of Steel Movie Masters action figure line. You can procure him via Amazon.com for roughly $8. Let's unbox him, but before I do, let me flaunt him one more time in front of the camera for you to feast your eyes on. I love his aesthetics. I love his hues, I love his shadings, I love his textures. Unfortunately, he lacks finger joint articulation, he lacks a cape, he lacks any pivotal accessories. He comes with a stand. You can mount him onto a stand. I presume that there are peg holes in his feet. Apparently, other action figures are part of the line encompass Superman and Jor-El. Jor-El is apparently Superman's father. This figure, or this character, I should say, was featured within a movie. You may want to check out the Man of Steel movie when you get the opportunity. Do I recommend, advocate, and endorse watching the movie? If you're an avid devout Superman fan, then it will likely appease you. If you detest and disdain Superman and the DC Universe, then the movie will likely not tickle your fancy. Alrighty, so let's just unbox him. Apparently he was produced by Mattel. His packaging is indicative that he was churned out by Mattel. There's also a Superman logo on the packaging. At least two of them. Actually, at least three. I spy a minimum of 3 Superman logos, actually 4 Superman logos on the packaging. Do you spot any more? Perhaps. So, actually there's a fist on Superman's chest. Alright. The value of this action figure has just plunged. It's no longer deemed mint on card. It's now been opened. I'd rather relish my collection. I'd rather utilize what I have than neglect to use it, even if the repercussions entail my action figure collection losing its intrinsic value as a result of me opening them. When I open them, they can no longer be deemed mint on card. They're exposed to the elements. They're perpetually disintegrating extremely slowly, but they'll likely outlast the lifetime of my generation and the subsequent generations. When will he fully disintegrate? That is an enigma. It may take thousands upon thousands of years, if not over 100,000 years. Alrighty, there's no plastic bindings that keep him relegated to his default packaging. He's now liberated. Here's the stand. There's a peg protruding out of the stand. His peg holes the bottom of both of his feet. He lacks an ankle pivot. He can swivel his hand. He lacks a diaphragm joint. His abs and biceps denote that he's physical prowess. He mostly has a blank face. He doesn't give off the facade that he's imbued with rage. This character is a tyrant. He's typically agitated. At least he seems that way in the movie, from what I can recollect. I wouldn't consider him a happy-go-lucky guy. Is he hot-headed? Most likely. He's mounted to his stand. Here he is. He has ample points of articulation. He has a joint in the right elbow and in the left elbow. He has a joint in both knees. Does he have a ratchet in the leg? It doesn't seem as though he does. Are his arms on a ball joint? Possibly. Is his head on a disc joint? Most likely not. He can swivel his torso. He's relatively sturdy. I really don't want to tamper with his joints. I don't want to compromise his integrity. I really don't want to render the joints loose or flimsy. I want them to be sturdy. He seems to be roughly 6 inches tall, so he coincides eminently with a 6-inch scale action figure line. He's practically unscathed. I don't notice any major scuffs or scratches. Fortunately, he's not marred with scratches. He seems to have ball joints in his shoulders. This is not a bad figurine by any means. Would you deem him to be egregious? Would you deem him to be abysmal? You may if you loathe Superman movies and action figures that are released amid the advent of new Superman movies being launched. But if you're an avid action figure collector, that is a prodigious action figure collection, and if you love the DC Universe Classics action figure line, the DC Direct action figure line, and the Superman Man of Steel Movie Masters action figure line, then this action figure will likely appease you. He's tall for an action figure. He can articulate his joints in a multitude of areas. His feet are hinged. They can only ascend and descend. Unfortunately, they cannot twist. Nor rotate. His legs can be stretched out. He's quite nimble. I mean, there's not too much more to say about this particular figurine. I believe he was an add-on item. That's what I recollect. He may not be an add-on item anymore on Amazon, but for $8, it's a worthwhile purchase, in my opinion. If you lack a General Zod action figure, if you want a more extravagant one, adorned with superior deco and a cape, then you may want to purchase a variant of General Zod that's more aesthetically appealing to view. However, if you just want any General Zod that's 6 inches tall, this may be your best option if you're looking to buy a General Zod action figure without significantly depleting your bank account. So that's everything I wanted to say about him. Hopefully I can retain him for the rest of my life. Hopefully he will not wither away as I am incessantly withering away. I need to regain weight. My face is gaunt. My body is devoid of essential nutrients. My BMI is too low. I cannot sustain myself at this rate. I need to exponentially amplify my calorie consumption. If not, there will be dire ramifications that will befall upon me in the pending future. But this action figure is a hunk of plastic. He does not need to eat. He does not need to eat to retain his weight. He's living the high life. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and enthralling, as well as insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.